Hi, this is Alexis from the Kiteboarder Magazine. I'm here at the North booth with Craig Cunningham. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, good, Alexis. Good to see you around.
You got some good stuff in this bar. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a lot of love, a little bit of hate in the last few weeks, but I'm sure...
There's no hating in the house.
No, I'm sure once people get the bar in their hands, everyone sees it at the local beach. It's a game changer, you know?
Okay. So walk me through the bar.
So yeah, basically a whole new system. We're trimming the lines now off the back lines instead of off the center lines. No above the bar depower anymore. Everything's happening right here. Click of a button to depower, turn it to power it up.
Whoa, that's simultaneous on both sides.
Exactly, yeah. Right from this side, it's adjusting all of the lines. Right along here, you can see where you're at as far as your depower and power in your kite, as well as up here on the right steering line.
So how much, let's talk about this right here now, because here, let's folks show this little orange line. How much line is being drawn in and pushed out when you do the click?
Yeah, 3.5 centimeters each time. So from here, 3.5, 3.5. And so you can imagine, instead of having this much depower sitting there, you're sitting here with a nice clean bar. And yeah, as simple as the system is, obviously the inside is super simple. It's a complicated system that looks and runs in a simple manner. So I'm really excited to have this now out in the market. And yeah, I've been riding it for probably close to 3 years now. And a year and a half ago, everyone in Tarifa that's been testing, everyone in Maui, all the guys in the States, it's ready to go. And Till and the guys at North said, no, let's take one more year to make sure it's perfect, dial it in. And when we bring it to market, we have nothing to worry about. So. Yeah, exciting.
Now, besides this feature, what are some of the other features on this bar?
Yeah, so a bunch of other really nice features on the bar. This one being the adjustable stopper ball just works so clean. Pull it out to move it around and just give it a quick tug and it's gonna sit there and not go anywhere, super stiff. The other big thing for me and for anybody who wants to ride this bar with a North kite or with any other brand's kite is the adjustable V or the adjustable Y, whatever you'd like to call it. So the higher the V, typically we have ours at about 3/4 on most of our kites, gives you better handling, better jumping, better depower. The lower the V, usually the kite feels a little bit more detuned. It's typically a lot better unhooked and for freestyle tricks. So you can adjust that to however you'd like. The V right off the bar here, or at 3 different points on the way up. And the other nice thing going along with that is the bar comes with a bunch of extra pigtails. So it comes standard with a certain set of pigtails on that, and we have 2 increments down 5 centimeters and 2 increments up 5 centimeters. And I'm sure you know, depending on your local spot, climate, conditions, your lines are either gonna stretch or shrink. A lot of people don't believe it, but lines shrink depending on the conditions. And from here, you can say, okay, my center lines have stretched, so I'm gonna put new pigtails on them or put new pigtails on the outside to adjust for that. And there's a lot of brands that claim that the lines are pre-stretched, and ours are pre-stretched as well, but as we all know, over time, no matter what brand, the lines are gonna do something funny. So it's kind of nice that they're coming with the kit now, so you can tune that yourself. And I think that's one thing that a lot of kiteboarders should take care of, is making sure that their kites are trimmed, because I'd say, 70% of the guys' kites you grab at the beach, they could have them trimmed a little bit better and get a lot more performance out of their gear. So.
Now let's talk about the release system on the kite.
Yeah, so we have the Ironheart, our bread and butter for a long time now, 6 or 7 years. Don't quote me on that one. But what I'm excited about here is we have a new ball bearing swivel. So you can see the ball bearings right in here, but actually this thing is moving with hardly any resistance. So instead of having a normal swivel, we actually have a ball bearing in there. And what that does is, say you do 1 front roll, 2 front rolls, 10 back rolls, and your inside lines are twisted. When you go to power your kite back up, those are all going to untwist on their own due to the shape of the center depower line and the ball bearings.
Now let's talk about this line. It's not round.
No, so it's not round, that's for sure, and it's square, and for that reason, it forces the bar when it comes down to straighten out all the center lines. as well, it just feels really nice in between your fingers rather than having a circle in there. Having the rectangle just feels a lot better in between your fingers. And as well, we needed to have a safety line that ran up in through here and out here, so it needed to be about that thickness. So instead of having it nice and round, put it like this, and definitely a lot more comfortable feeling, and for people with smaller hands.
Now let's talk about the bar sizes. What size do they come in, or you don't have, is it one bar for all?
So this is one thing, and talking to our marketing guys, the R&D team, the big guys up at North, I've been really fighting to get one bar in one size. And we have all these customers and shops that are screaming, we need a bigger bar for the bigger kites. And to be honest, I feel like that's up to the brands and the retailers to educate our customers and consumers that a bar this size is really good for 95% of people, and everything from a 15 or 18 meter juice or dyno all the way down to a 7 meter kite. You know, people say, oh, well, a bigger bar, it's gonna turn the kite faster. But in reality, you can turn the kite just as fast on a bar this size. It takes a little extra input, which is actually what you want. You want to give the input into the kite to make it go, rather than just rely on having your hands all the way out here. So we had the option to do two different sizes, and a lot of us really want to push into one size bar. And yeah, I think that's should be a standard across the kite industry. You know, around this size is good for 95% of kiters for sure. Maybe the only thing is you'd maybe want a little smaller bar if you're going to focus a little bit more into freestyle or park riding. But other than that, I'd say this is the kind of do-it-all size, and pretty happy that we're going to try to get away from these big windsurfing boom bars.
So now, where can they find more info on this bar?
Yeah, more info on this bar and all the North 2017 range at northkiteboarding.com.
Well, thank you so much, Craig.
Thank you. I don't know why I just tapped you on the head.
Oh no, I'm like, dude.
I was like, give you a